Mr. Scanlan is the head of America's institutional business for Barclays Global Investors, and he also serves on the finance board of City College of San Francisco, and he received his master's in accounting from Northwestern University. Welcome to the committee. Thank you.
Chairman Miller, Ranking Member McKeon, and members of the committee. On behalf of Barclays Global Investors, I appreciate the opportunity to testify today regarding the 401k Fair Disclosure for Retirement Security Act of 2007. Headquartered in San Francisco, BGI is one of the world's largest institutional asset managers. We have approximately $2 trillion in assets under management, including hundreds of billions of dollars of ERISA plan assets. BGI's services to its clients are focused on investment management. We do not provide other services such as record keeping. An increasing number of Americans rely on employer-sponsored defined contribution plans to help them accumulate the savings they need for retirement. But far too many 401k plans fail to achieve their purpose if they are meant to provide worker security in retirement. There are three main reasons for this: inadequate or no contributions into the plan, low investment returns with high fees, and a lack of distribution strategies to fund consumption in retirement. The technology for saving and investing today to receive a benefit far in the future is already in use by well-managed defined benefit plans. We need to bring some of these practices into the DC marketplace, and the bill under discussion today would take an important step in this direction. I think we can all agree that the goal of any disclosure framework should be to provide relevant information in a cost-effective manner to enable the best possible decisions. Plan sponsors need adequate information about investment options, including their fees and expenses, so that they can exercise their fiduciary responsibility to choose the investment options available under the plan. Plan sponsors also have the fiduciary obligation to choose other plan service providers and to understand the cost of those services. Today, the information the plan sponsor needs is sometimes difficult to obtain and difficult to compare. BGI supports legislative efforts to require service providers to provide specific disclosures by fee category so as to make plan sponsors' decision-making less burdensome. Defined contribution plan service arrangements generally fall into two principal categories. The arrangements may be bundled, that is, record keeping combined with asset management services together, or unbundled, where the plan sponsor selects its investment options separately from its record keeper and other service providers. Bundled service arrangements may be appropriate for some plans, particularly smaller ones. But even then, the fee components of both record keeping and asset management must separately and clearly be disclosed. Clear, comparable, and fully disclosed information about these changes and these charges will allow the plan sponsor to more easily and adequately meet its fiduciary responsibility under ERISA to determine that the fees and expenses are reasonable. The most fundamental decisions that plan participants need to make are whether and at what level to participate in the plan, which investment options to choose, whether and when to change their investment allocations, and when to take distributions from the plan. The bill requires plan sponsors to list every service fee assessed against the participant's account. We believe that the average participant might be better served with a summary of these charges grouped into categories with the additional detail available upon request or on the plan's website. Participant disclosures should provide a consistent, comparable measure of fee and expense information and should allow plan participants to easily understand investment performance after all fees and expenses are paid by the participant. In addition, again, in a comparable format, these disclosures should include the investment objective and strategy, key investment risks, and historical performance for each investment option. We support the adoption by the Department of Labor of standardized fund fact sheets as the form of disclosure for plan participants. There are a broad variety of investment types that can be offered to plan participants in 401k plans, and they are subject to a variety of different regulatory regimes. We know of no regulatory impediment, however, to providing comparable disclosure to participants across all such investment types, regardless of legal structure. We support the bill's conflict of interest disclosure requirements and urge that this provision be clarified to ensure that plan sponsors receive information that is specific to the plan sponsor and the particular service provider. In conclusion, many DC plans currently have challenges with all three of the major components: the contribution or savings component, the investment performance component, and the retirement distribution component. By promoting such features as auto-enrollment and automatic contribution escalation, the Pension Protection Act of 2006 has already focused on the first challenge. By promoting more effective disclosure of fees and expenses to plan sponsors and plan participants, the 401k Fair Disclosure for Retirement Security Act of 2007 would improve the second component. Transparency can be an important catalyst for making DC plans perform more like DB plans in the balance of costs and investment performance, and thereby improving the future income of all retirees. I'll welcome your questions. Thank you.